me just get back on my rant. I mean, you got this little star and this little flag and this little ribbon, yellow ribbon, 15th most subscribed, this, that, and other. This, that, and other, and all that. And you go down and look at their subscribers, and they ain't got friggin' a third of what Martin's got or I've got, but yet they're on the front page. The atheist is on the front page. He's this, he's that. We're nothing. What they do is they censor us on purpose because, by God, they don't want the truth to get out there. End Time Watchman has had enough. Look, and when I get enough, I've had enough. Don't mean I ain't a Christian. It don't mean I don't believe in God. It don't mean I don't know that Jesus is the only way, the truth, and life. It just means that I have an anger and a righteousness that I know that they're going to come one day and they're going to kill me, and they're going to kill Martin, and they're going to kill others because we don't go for the devilish system that you accept. That's back to the business. You know, you won't rise up and do nothing. I mean, the most thing you'll do is put a stamp on an envelope and send it to a congressman. They don't even look at it. Throw it in the trash. You'll make a phone call and your faxes. The time for that has been over. It's been over. Let me read on. Mr. Trafficant has been in jail for years, okay, for speaking against this stuff. But yet, he went away, and he's not a patriot, because he went to jail, but yet you get out there and you make a little friggin' website, a YouTube channel, and you think you've done something. No, you ain't done nothing. You know? I'm not saying that by making it wasn't a good thing to do, but there comes a time, well look, you put the friggin' mouse down and you take action. Okay? Well, I mean, do you sit here until you YouTube till you're blue in the face, okay? You look at this, look at that. I understand the preparedness and all that, and people are still waking up. There comes a point in time when, by God, there was years to wake up. There was time to wake up. You can't sit there and tell me YouTube ain't been here a long time. And yet at the same time, I mean, Rod Blagojevich is impeached and thrown out of office for trying to sell a Senate seat, but yet every earmark is a bunch of daggum selling a vote, and nobody says anything. That's constitutionally right. No, it's not. It's a bunch of lies. They don't give a rat's behind about me and you. The senators, the congressmen, none of them do. Every time I watch that usurper, that Obama, when he gets there, he's like this, and then here's what he does. Let me take my hat off. Apologize about the hair tonight, but here's what he does. When he gets there and the cameras is on him, he stubs his little big nose in the air and sticks his head up. Don't believe me? Watch him next time and see what he does. He's an arrogant SOB piece of crap that ain't no good. That's a foreigner that you and me both have stood back and let take this nation over by the New World Order, put him in as a puppet to finish what Bush started, and nobody's doing nothing but running their mouth about it. That's my point. See, I've had enough. End Time's had enough. It's over with. I've had enough. I will protect my family. I will protect what's going on. I will be a chameleon and move around, by God, and never have another IP address. And I will disappear on them SOBs before they come and kill my children and my wife. And I know you think, he's a nutcase saying that. No, it's for real. It's just that your butt won't wake up. And you know I'm talking to you. See? Let's move on with what Mr. Trafficant said. And by the way, I'm getting a drink of water here if you don't mind. I've had it. End Time's had it. I've had enough. I've listened to preachers for years and years and years. Church of God, Baptist, preach this, preach that. I watched friggin' what's his name, last night on Larry King, just to see what he had to say. And he justified himself. For supposed to be the leader in a denominational church and over the nation, and he justified himself being a homosexual. Man, my God, what has this nation come to? If you're a homosexual, you got time to get right with God, but you got to get back right. You got to get back on the other side of the fence. The abortion issue. It's okay to kill babies, and I'm still a Christian. If I vote for killing babies and my money goes to them. No, you're full of crap. You're not a Christian. I don't care what you say anymore. I've had it. I've had it. Let's move on. God help me. The federal United States government and the U.S. Congress were not and have never been authorized by any Constitution for the United States of America to issue a currency of any kind, but only lawful money, backed by gold and silver coins. And I'm reading the speech of James
Traficant Jr., representative of Ohio, that they framed and put in jail. Just like they framed Rod Blagojevich, and it's hard for me to pronounce his name, but by God, they framed him, and every one of them that voted to put him out of office, and all these media things and all that, they don't give him his fair chance in court, and he couldn't call Rahm Emanuel, Barack Obama, and the list goes on and on. You know there's something up there because he couldn't call them. Yeah, they're above the law? No, I tell you what, Rahm Emanuel moved from the state position by being a good little pawn and puppet of the New World Order. They want to take your guns and stab a knife in the table, kill them, back in the Clinton administration. And by God, now he's on the federal executive level, and you sit there stupid and not realizing what's going on. It's pathetic, is what it is. Am I a mad human being or a psycho? No, but by gosh, I got enough guts about me to stand up for what's right. See, that's the difference in me and you, baby. And you know who I'm talking to. You ought to be fired up on this right now. If you're on the side of Constitution and the Bible and freedom and patriotism, you ought to be out of your chair right now saying, woo, bring it on in time. Now, if you hate my guts for what I said, you better watch it, buddy, and not come around my door or Martin's door or anybody else's, because we won't feed you. We'll turn you out like a rabid dog because you didn't want to know the truth. You believed a lie and you're damned because you won't understand the truth. See? Anyway, let's move on. It's essential that we comprehend the distinction between real money and paper money substitutes. One cannot get rich by accumulating money substitutes. One can only get deeper into debt. We the people no longer have any money. I told you. On them videos I pulled down for the safety of me and my family, I've gotten sick to death of it. I've had enough of it, and I pulled them down, but I told you, you don't have money, you have computer digits. If you're in the stock market, it's just a digit. They send you a piece of paper with a number on it. They printed it out by the computer. You don't have tangible assets. You may have a promissory piece of paper. It ain't no more worth than what you wipe your butt on. See? You're being duped and fooled. Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me the third time, I'm the fool. See? Let's move on. Most Americans have not been paid any money for a very long time. Perhaps the younger folks, not even in their lifetime. They've got worthless piece of papers, or they got a bank account they don't never pull their money out of with computer digits. I tell you what, End Time will make a bet with you, a sanctified bet, because I don't believe in gambling. Every one of you hearing this video in the next week, go, all of you, tell everybody you know, pull your money out. You can put it back in the next, try to pull your money out. It ain't there. They've lied to you. Now you put it in good faith, whether it be through a paper check or whether it be through $100 bills or whatever. You didn't put it in gold and silver, because if you put it in gold and silver, you could have had some recourse. You cannot do it with paper money. It's pieces of garbage. It's nothing no more than trash. You can't pull it out. Try it and see. It ain't going to happen, because it ain't there, because they have lied and ripped you off. You see. Let's move on. Federal Reserve notes are unsigned checks written on a closed account. Remember, I'm quoting Mr. James Traficant, March 17th, 1993. Not 2008, 93. Listen to the man. This is why he went to jail. The very thing I'm telling you is why they framed him and put him in jail. And you had better watch out. Your day's coming too. Because you won't stand up, you won't fight for this nation, you won't fight for the Constitution, you won't fight for the Bible, you won't fight for the founding fathers that put their hand on the Bible and said it's the providence of God. The reason this nation was founded, because you're weak, anemic, and you don't have a spine in you or nothing. And you know who I'm talking to. If you have that spine, let's roll. If you don't have that spine, don't come around me. Because the days of being passive, the days of just letting it go and water off a duck's back is over for the American patriot. This is a call to action, to fire up those that do know, those that are on the fence, that get on one side or the other. Therefore, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt where you stand. See? 75-80% approval rating for Obama.
I gotta come back. I'll be back.